Hi everyone. By the end of this video, you will have precise information on the study abroad related lingo, especially for the masters. It will help you understand the requirements for a master's degree. Again, even this info is focused as per the US, but it is applicable across global master's programs. When it comes to reading content about masters online, there's a lot of terminologies used exchangeably, and it causes loads of confusion for the people who are starting to research about a master's degree. Let's sort all of these things out, and starting off with the first terminology, term. Majority of master's programs follow the semester system. This is the first type. Timelines and namings of semesters vary from country to country as weather conditions are different, especially between the southern and northern hemisphere. For the US, you have two main semesters of around 4 months each, fall and spring. Fall is generally from mid-August to mid-December, and spring is from mid-January to mid-May. For example, spring 2024 at University of Virginia started on Jan 17th and ended on May 19th, whereas fall 2024 at UVA is from August 22 to December 17th. While for University of Massachusetts at Amherst, spring 2024 started on Feb 1st and ended on May 17th, and fall 2024 started on September 13th and ended on December 18th. For the rest of the months of the year, ideally from mid-May to mid-August is your summer semester, and mid-December to mid-January is your winter semester. Majority of the courses that count towards your degree are offered only in two main semesters, fall and spring. You might be able to enroll into these courses during winter and summer semesters too. That also counts for your degree. It requires actually a lot of thorough research, and we will discuss how and its pros and cons in a future course. Now, there's another system followed by some universities across the world, and it is called the quarter system. As the name suggests, it has four almost equal length terms of 3 months over the year. University of California at Los Angeles and University of Washington are two prime examples that follow the quarter systems. In these cases, courses that count towards a degree are offered more or less throughout the year. Next terminology that we cover is credits. Every course that you take for a degree, it has some assigned credits for it. Credits basically are a way to quantify the expected time and effort required by students to complete that particular course. Credits sometimes are also called units. For a theory-only course, credits for that course usually refers to the weekly instruction hours for that course. Example, if a course name is Introduction to Machine Learning and it has 3 credits, you will have 3 weekly classes for it, each with 1 hour. Now this is more consistent with the undergraduate courses. For advanced courses, the definition of credits being equal to weekly instruction hours does not hold true for most cases. For example, the Advanced Algorithms course offered at UMass accounts for 3 credits but has 2 weekly lectures of 1 hour and 15 minutes each. And these structures vary from professor to professor, course to course, program to program, and university to university. Now, courses can be much more than just a theory. They can have a lab component, project component, research paper component, etc. For example, CSCI 544, Applied Natural Language Processing, at USC accounts for 4 credits. It requires 2 classes per week for 1.5 hours each, and it also has a class project. And some courses are not theory but can be just projects, internships, or final master's thesis. For example, CompSci 596, Independent Study at UMass, is a thesis course with varying credits from 1 to 6, depending on your work and collaboration with a research professor. To earn a master's degree, you need to complete a certain number of credits with additional constraints. For example, UMass MSCS program requires 30 credits to be completed with additional constraints. One of those constraints is on the types of courses that you need to take, which we're going to talk about next. So let's discuss courses now. I will be covering 5 main course types. There are others too, but I don't want to overwhelm you at this time before you even decide that if you want to pursue masters. So the first type is core courses. These courses are typically fundamental to your field of study and provide a foundational understanding of the subject. For example, systems, data structures and algorithms, etc. are some important subjects to the field of computer science. These courses will be essential for you to take for a MSCS degree. Usually, a big portion of a 30 credit requirement should be covered through your core courses. Each master's program offers a pool of core courses for you to pick from. It is not like there are these 5 core courses that we offer and you have to take all of them. You get the flexibility. For example, for Duke MSCS program, you need 18 credits worth of core courses. if taking a coursework only track, or 12 credits worth of core courses if taking a coursework plus thesis or project track. Second type is electives. Now they come in multiple flavors. I'll cover the top three here. These electives can be non-core courses offered by the same department that offers the master's degree. For example, CS department offers a blockchain distributed systems course. These electives can also be courses offered by other departments but are related to your master's degree in some way. Now, there's already an approved list of courses that you can pick from cross departments. And you know what? You can even make a case to your advisor and program director for a particular non-approved course that will help you in your future career, and it shall be approved. For example, taking a Spanish course as you're genuinely interested in the NLP domain of computer science. Or you might want to work in Latin countries in the future in the CS domain. You need to be convincing, and anything is possible within reason in most universities. Now, another form of electives are the courses related to your concentration or specialization for masters. For example, machine learning courses for a data science or machine learning specialization or concentration. And I will cover the specialization and concentration terms right after we finish the course types. Now, the third type of courses we cover are the advanced level courses. Before I explain this, you need to understand the master's coursework is not easy or at the same level as your undergraduate. So even the basic master's coursework is hard. Now comes the advanced level courses, which are even harder and usually involve a lot more theory and a complex mathematics. These courses fall under the elective or course categories. Some master's programs have a credit requirement for advanced level too. For example, the ComSci Master's program at UMass requires you to take at least 6 credits of advanced level courses for the program. The example of advanced algorithms that we talked about earlier, it's actually a 600 level course that is an advanced level course at UMass CICS department, and it is quite intensive. Another course type is the capstone project. This is usually a 3 or 6 credit course that you take over 1 to 2 terms. It requires you to work either with a professor or in a group of students reporting to a professor. You will be building a technical project or product most likely based on the real world problems. You are required to deliver the project results through a presentation and or through a project report. Your work can lead to a publication, but it is kind of unlikely. But you gain good practical skills that you can also leverage in your future job career. The last course type that we cover is thesis. This is usually a 6 to 9 credit course that you take over 1 to 2 terms. It requires you to work either alone with the professor or teaming with some PhD students under a professor. Its main focus is on research, experimentation, and theory, but this is also usually based on real-world problems. You are required to defend your research work by presenting in front of a panel, and you have to submit your thesis, which is a detailed research paper document. Your work is likely to lead a publication and can even add to your profile later for PhD or future job career too, as a scientist. The main takeaway from these course types should be that there is tons of flexibility offered by master's abroad programs. They allow you to cover breadth, that is exploring different areas, and depth, that is focusing on 1 or 2 areas. Having said that, there can be some challenges for getting your desired courses. Some courses can be only offered in 1 term of a year. Sometimes the interest in the course is so high that you will be unable to register for a course, as everyone wants to take that course, and usually it's on the first come first serve basis through an online registration system. And sometimes you might be able to get the course, but the professor who is popular for that course might not be teaching in that term, which can totally change the course structure and the way it is taught. But you don't have to worry about these things at this point. I will discuss the best strategies to plan your master's courses optimally in the post-admit series for masters in the US course. Let's now jump on to concentration next. Concentration helps you follow a focus area as in depth across the wider pool of courses available for a general master's degree. Concentration is also interchangeably used with the term focus. When people or interviewer asks what's your concentration or what's your focus, it's the same thing. You're required to complete 9 to 15 credits depending on the university by taking courses in your chosen concentration if it is offered. In my case, I did not choose any official concentration, but I took more machine learning courses. So I unofficially used to mention my MSCS was focused in machine learning, and it did not have any negative impact at all. But if you're genuinely interested in pursuing a concentration and fixed set of courses, then why shouldn't you? Next is specialization. Now, this is not just a focus area, but an entire master's focused mainly on this area apart from few required core courses. This is something that you're already sure of before applying for the program. Whereas concentration is something you can choose after joining a program or after first or second term in the course. For example, Georgia Tech offers MSCS with a specialization in ML. It requires you to build project or thesis in ML, take 15 plus credits in machine learning with some courses under even the advanced level. So you have to be highly motivated and practical about it before applying for a particular specialization. Choosing a specialization over concentration or general masters will impact your master's program and also your future career to an extent. And I will address this portion through multiple scenarios in the college selection course for masters in the US. For now, we will go over how these courses are evaluated in detail in the next video. I will see you there. Peace out.